Beate, if I can take you back actually to that time that you were 9. So your book that's been published is called The Gap is Wide, and that makes reference to the day that you boarded the train.
Yes. I left in April 1939, and as far as I know, on the second last transport. Yes, I still have this very clear picture in my mind of the train and the platform and these clusters of families, but they were all sort of facing each other and being very quiet because they knew perfectly well if there were any scenes of distress, that train would be going straight into the nearest concentration camp. The adults had to start wearing the yellow armband with a star and Star of David. And most of us children had no notion that we were going for good. This was going to be a big adventure and we were going to be home by Christmas.
But you think the parents knew that that wasn't going to be the case?
Of course. You could tell by the kind of things that my mother was packing into my case. What I do remember is that this beautifully hand-sewn, hand-smocked blue party frock was put in it lovingly between tissue paper. And we arrived at Liverpool Street Station. I knew where I was going, and a few of the kids also knew where they were going, but most of them didn't know, and there they were sitting, and the fostering parents could choose which one they'd have, whether they'd have a blue-eyed blonde or whether they'd have a boy. It was like a meat market. It was really rather awful when I think about it. And some of those kids weren't picked up at all. They went to orphanages or who knows where they went, and that must have just been terrible for those kids. You were allowed to correspond via the Red Cross 50 words only, and that went on for a while, but that was very severely monitored, and very often they didn't arrive at all. And my father died in Theresienstadt of starvation. Well, what preceded that? I don't know, and I don't actually very much want to know. I mean, a hard life does one of two things. It either makes you resilient, or it makes you sour. Well, I'm glad mine made me what I am. The one thing that I've always kept and has been quite difficult for me is my name. I've stuck with Beate because it means blessed, and whereas the whole of my life has not been blessed, but on the other hand, the very fact that I'm sitting here talking with you
Absolutely.
means that I was blessed.
In and of itself a blessing.
Yes.